Geraldine Largay was a 66-year-old woman who vanished into the wilderness and left behind something absolutely eerie. The Appalachian Trail is one of the most heavily trafficked and well-defined in North America. Only around 20,000 people have hiked the entire length of this 2,168-mile-long trail. Geraldine Largay was wanting to be one of those hikers who completed the entire trail. She admitted to having a bad sense of direction, but had experience hiking, so she was confident she could complete the challenge. On July 22nd, 2013, Geraldine stepped off the trail to go to the bathroom, but she could not find her way back. She found herself completely lost, unsure which way she had come from or which way she should go to get back on the trail. But Geraldine did not panic. Instead, she texted her husband, George, who was only 22 miles away at the time and waiting for her there where the trail crosses at Route 27. Because this trail is so long, Geraldine couldn't possibly carry enough supplies to last her the estimated 6-month-long trek. So her husband, George, agreed to meet up with her at specific junctures in the trail to make sure she was all right and restocked on necessary supplies. The first text she sent to George read, "In some trouble, got off trail. Can you call AMC to see if a trail maintainer can help me? Somewhere north of Woods Road. XOX." Since there was no cell service at the Appalachian Trail, George never received those text messages. It never left her phone. She headed to higher ground in hopes to get a cell signal. She attempted sending those messages for help again. She tried 10 times, but with no luck. Eventually, she gave up and set up camp for the night. The second text was a little more serious, but still not as panicked. It read, "Lost since yesterday, off trail 3 or 4 miles. Call police for what to do, please. XOX." While George still didn't receive the text, his wife was late for their scheduled meeting, so he contacted the trail wardens. A massive search began. Police questioned hikers as they crossed Route 27 junction and combed through the trees with canine units. No one could find Geraldine. She stuck to the old cliche advice to anyone who enters the wilderness. If you get lost, you need to sit down and stay put. Where she made camp that night is where she stayed for the next 26 days as her food dwindled and her fear grew. In an attempt to be seen, she tied a reflective blanket across a couple trees. She even tried to light a tree on fire in hopes for rescuers to see the smoke. In a little black book, she documented her food supply along with her anxiety about the dwindling supply. Her last journal entry was dated August 6, 2013. It read, "When you find my body, please call my husband George and my daughter Carrie. It will be the greatest kindness for them to know that I am dead and where you found me, no matter how many years from now. Please find it in your heart to mail the contents of this bag to one of them." Geraldine knew she wasn't going to survive and was hoping a fellow hiker finds her remains. There was only one last thing written in that notebook, dated August 18th, 2013. It only read, "George, please read. XOXO." Geraldine was eventually found in October 2013.